So I was just playing some solo trios trying to get the new drone. So my first game back, I landed right at faulty splits. And that's when off rip, I found the brand new drone item. And so right behind this chair, I posted up and began using it. And that's when my drone ran into this crystal skin. And they immediately bought in and started emoting with the drone. And I thought I had made a friend, but then they shot it. So I was about to deploy it again, but that's when somehow they ran right inside and right past me in this house. And I barely survived. So I deployed it again. And this time I wanted to have something to show for them. And so I scooped up some loot and brought it over, and they were super grateful. But even then, I ended up losing them, and so passively I just continued looting up so that I could reward some friendly player in a later zone with a ton of loot via drone. Eventually I had a pretty good supply, and so that's when I went and hid under this staircase. I immediately deployed, and that's when I spotted some people in the distance, and so my drone brought them none other than the Deku Smash, and I even picked up a chunk cannon that I could deliver. But this one dude I saw was running for his life, but thankfully I swooped in, and the chunk cannon seemed to be exactly what he needed. Unfortunately though, one of the sweats pushing him took out my drone. This next time though, I flew in solo without any loot, and one of the sweats were super accepting. But then it was the final 2 teams left, and that's when they ended up spraying at me from where I was piloting. I came back and tried to be friendly, and thankfully they accepted it. So I then made a show of me dropping my guns, but secretly held onto this exotic. But it literally just seemed like these guys were trying to trick shot me. That's when one of them ended up falling off of the base, and as they revived him, I figured that this would be my only chance to steal the win from the sweats, and so I started dinking this one guy. But I had acted way too late because they already revived the other person. I managed to take one out, but the other 2 were not giving up high ground no matter what. So my only hope was to shoot them out, and I succeeded and had to run into Storm to dodge their Deku Smash. I ended up knocking one, so I began shooting at what I thought was the last player, but unfortunately the last guy had landed right next to me, and I pretty much ended up throwing what could have been a free win. So it was worth a try, but the moral of the story is don't betray other people, otherwise things might just not go your way.